Today I'm going to be doing some wet felting. At this point, I've watched just about every video out there on wet felting, and I'm just ready to challenge myself. So I designed this project. It is going to be a small clutch style bag, or really just a prototype of a bigger bag that I'd like to make eventually. But I'm starting small here, so I've got a small resist here in a rectangular shape, rounded corners, and I'm laying out my first layer of wool. I'm going up and down with my wool, and then my second layer is going to be side to side. And then I'm laying some mesh over top of that before wetting it down with some warm soapy water. And now I'm just pressing that water into the wool. Now I'm just peeling back that mesh. We need to flip over the project. We'll call this side B now, and we're going to flip all the little danglies from side A over the edge here. And then we're going to put 2 layers on side B, just like we did side A, going up and down and then side to side. This is a merino top wool, by the way. I'm not sure I said that yet. We're going to wet that down underneath the mesh and pressing that water in. Peeling back this mesh, I had some trouble with my wool sticking, so I decided to ditch the mesh and replace it with some thin plastic sheeting that I have. You'll see I use that from here on out. But it's time to flip the project again. We're back on side A, flipping those overlapping edges back onto the front, and another layer up and down, another layer side to side, wetting it down, this time using the plastic to press, pressing water in and air out. Peeling back was much easier. Glad I switched to the plastic, but we're going to flip again. Side B, edges over. Next up, I'm switching to some wool batting. I'm used to using top wool for my wet felting, so this is a new material for me. And so I'm not sure I applied it exactly right, but I just went for full coverage. I did 2 layers of that as well, so we had a nice even layer and full coverage. Wetting that down, plastic, pressing, flipping the edges over to this side. And here's where it gets really fun, because I decided I needed to have a pocket. So I have another resist and I'm placing it here. This resist is going to keep anything I put on top of it from felting to that back layer. At least that's my hope. So we're wetting that down. I've got some overhang here so that the pocket will attach to the rest of the project. Another 2 layers of batting over that, wetting that down, pressing. Back on side A, we're going to add some of the batting to the pocket. After flipping those edges around, we're going to wet that down, put down our plastic, and press. Flipping one more time, flipping those edges over, and now we are done adding wool. We're going to add some water to the top of our plastic to make it slippery, and we're going to start rubbing. Lots and lots of very soft rubbing. I do this for 5 minutes per side, so I cut out a lot of the rubbing. Once I felt that the fibers were starting to hold together, I upgraded to this piece of bubble wrap for a bit more agitation. But then many more minutes of rubbing before moving on to rolling. I cut most of that out too because there is a lot of rolling involved as well. Here I'm starting to get brave enough to pull out the resist. I think that pocket has felted enough that it's not going to completely felt to the back of the project. Look at that. It worked! But the main resist is still in there, and that I will need to cut out. So grab my scissors, carefully cutting along the top, pulling that out, and then cutting along these sides. And then I'm going to rub those edges there to heal them. And then I'm going to tuck this in here to see how it looks because I'm excited. And it looks awesome. I've got a pouch and a pocket and it's starting to look like a clutch. Very exciting, but lots more to go. Lots more rubbing. Got to heal all these cut edges that I have made. And we need to shrink this bad boy. And that's just done with more rubbing and squeezing and rolling and squishing, throwing, anything you could do to agitate it. It's going to start shrinking those fibers. This process of shrinking the wool is called fulling. And just look at that. I am so excited. I love how the colors turned out and worked together. I'm just so excited. I'm obsessed. Okay, so I've rinsed out all the soap and I'm pretty much done. Look at that. That is my original resist and how much we've shrunk. And we've got a clutch. I wanted to thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos.